Alright, let's dig into Division 2.
We took things for granted. We expected coffee in the morning. We expected free Wi-Fi. When those were taken from us, we survived. When communications broke down, the trains stopped and the internet went dark, we survived.
But when the pharmacies were looted and hospitals shut down, asthma became lethal. And with no police to protect you, did you own a gun?
Did your neighbor?
Some survived. They've made our world bleed. But we don't stand alone. A brave few have sworn to protect us and save what remains. They unite us.
Remind us that we are one people. They are our shield and our light. But if that light goes out,
who can save us then?
Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
Well, that was a gorgeous intro, and that's the first thing I'd like to say about this game. It's as gorgeous as the first. Full disclosure, the first game, I played the hell out of that game. I thought it was pretty damn good for what it was. It was a decent time waster with a decent grind and some fun activities. And then you got to the end, and then the game kind of fell off, and, well, I never played it again. Your first action is to secure the White House as your base of operations because DC has become a complete shithole with all the bad guys and nonsense that goes along with these types of story-driven games. And make no mistake, it is a Tom Clancy game, so there is a very rich story behind it and lots of story going on while you're in this action RPG shoot-and looter. So what I found really cool was you secure the White House and it becomes your base of operations, which pretty cool. I've always wanted to visit the White House, and I think turning the White House into a command center is a pretty cool idea. I've got a big shit-eating grin on my face. The idea behind that just tickles me the right way.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
The UI, the talents, the equipment that you get, guns and other supplementary equipment is all very much the same as Division 1, which was excellent. However, I personally would have liked a little bit more. We were limited in what talents and supplementary equipment we did see in the demo, so I'm hoping for more on the final release. One of the major draws to Division 1 for me was the customization system of the weapons, which still holds true in Division 2. It's excellent. You can fully customize pretty much any gun that you come across, and that's pretty awesome in my books. Whether you have a wingman in a party of 3 or the max party of 4, the game seems to scale really well. When you're in a full group, you just get bombarded with enemies. Here I'm playing on normal difficulty. Now, because we're in a full group of 4 on normal difficulty, we have to rely not just on our weapons, but on strategy and tactics. Some people have to flank, while others lay down suppressing fire, use abilities, or throw grenades so that the teammates can get around and voila, success. There are 3 types of enemies: the red health bar normal enemies, the purple mid-range enemies, and the yellow health bar heavily armored or boss enemies. I think the graphics are great. The NPCs aren't janky or twitchy like some games are in trying to emulate that human experience. They feel very fluid and very real. The environment also very beautiful, very dystopian. Not much really to say on the graphics. I really enjoy them. I think that they're very, very well done. With one small minor exception, that your player character, again, I'm just assuming it's because of the demo, some parts there was some graphical 3D modeling clipping. I don't feel that at the end of the day it ruined my immersion into the game. The music, however, always blows me away. The hard driving guitar riffs mixed with that electronic beat, it really gets you into the moment, immerses you into the action, and is really well done and original. I love it.
What the hell are you two doing? It's called rocking out. You wouldn't understand, Dad. You're not with it. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me.
If you're a Division fan, if you like the Tom Clancy works, you like the mythos behind the game, this is a no-brainer. You should probably buy this game. It's a well put together, well executed, little bit of escapism, and I think that you'll really, really enjoy it. I really enjoyed the demo. I don't think I will go out and buy the game right away. I'll probably wait until it's on sale. At the time of recording this on Uplay, the Division 1 was on sale for $7. So, if you aren't sure, if you haven't played Division 1, I would wait and keep an eye open on the various platforms to see when Division 1 goes on sale next, so you can give it a try with you and your mates. And, you know, for $7, that's hardly any financial loss compared to an $80 plus investment into, say, something like Division 2. Yeah, there'll be a bigger player base, but if you have some mates to screw around in Division 1, go for that first. It's well worth the experience. I would still go back to that game today if there was content for me to chew through. Which leads me to the promises of Division 2, in that the developers have said they want to eventually incorporate a raid tier system. Now, I love me some raids. Again, this is why I love World of Warcraft. I love that whole raiding aspect. And Ubisoft have said that their first free DLC will be just that. Will be endgame raiding content, which that makes me a happy little boy. Both on the promise of an actual end game as opposed to Division 1 where there wasn't really an end game, and to the promise from Ubisoft that, you know, regular updates and cultivation of the game into a better experience as the game progresses. Win-win in my books.
All right, now you're overstimulated. Let's get some beer in you and then it's right to bed.
Woohoo! Beer.
One somewhat inconsequential thing that happened on the beta weekend I do want to touch on were server stability issues. Regularly, me and my friends would get disconnected a lot of the time at boss fights when we'd finally get to the end of the mission. I understand. Beta weekend, these things are supposed to happen. This is the time for them to happen, if they ever do. I would just hate that this game would be brought down in its release if these stability issues weren't addressed. But from a megalith like Uplay and Ubisoft, I'm hopeful that they will hash out these issues by release time and make these servers a lot more stable for the gameplay. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. I am Functional, and I will see you on the battlefield.